by several people on Facebook to do a little video tutorial of how to make the headbands. These are headbands that we're making for healthcare professionals and nurses, because the masks are making their ears sore. So the headband goes on, the button's over the ear, so you just hook your mask elastic around there instead of your ears. So they're quite simple. We've got a pattern here. For those who can't print the pattern out that I've sent them, that end is 5 centimetres. It's 22 centimetres long and 9 centimetres wide, and that's cut on the fold like that. This piece is the bit that covers the elastic. That's also cut on the fold, 15.5 centimetres long by 5 centimetres, and when it's cut, that gets joined to there. So I've worked out that if you get a fat quarter, which is 1/4 metre square, you can actually make 1.5 headbands. So you'd need 2 fat quarters to make 3 complete headbands. So we just cut that out. I like to get a bit of a production line going, do a few at a time, but for this I'm just gonna make one. Okay, so I've got some contrasting fabric. I would probably cut three of these and 2 of these out of 1 fat quarter, and then do the same in the contrasting fabric. So again, on the fold, it doesn't have to be dead accurate, because you can put those seams inside. Okay, so we're going to move over to the sewing machine. We also need 1 inch wide elastic, and we need 6 inches in length. Right, so we'll just move Simba out of the way. Come on. Okay. So you can pin the 2 together. I don't usually, because I can usually hang on to the fabric without having to pin it. So you just put right sides together. Okay, so I'm just going to sew these 2 pieces together. Trim that, and then just come right down the other side. Okay, and then do this, these 2 pieces, the elastic cover, which is the back of the headband. really don't need to be that accurate. Just trim off the excess fabric. And then we're going to move over to this machine, the overlocker. It doesn't matter if you haven't got one. I would just, if I haven't got an overlocker, I would just do that stitch twice just to reinforce it. So what the overlocker does is it just secures the ends. Stops it from fraying. Side. Just trim off the ends. Right, so let's go back over to the table. The iron in. Right, so turn it the right way around. Okay, so this bit has to have the elastic in. It's quite a tricky bit. It helps if you give these a press as well first. Right, so I'm just going to have a go getting this elastic through with a hook. So when you get that end to there, just pin it in place. And then just gather it through. Lost my end. Just stick a pin in it. Okay, so we can go back over to the machine. Now what I've been doing here is just tucking this end in. Like that on both sides. So first of all we just need to secure the elastic at the end of the fabric. So making sure you're actually catching the elastic into the stitch. And then again on the other side. Okay, so then you just tuck the end in. As neatly as you can. And then just start in the middle to make it a bit neater. Okay, so that's one end in. And trim all your ends off. And then pop that end in as well. I've got absolutely loads of requests for the pattern and lots of people wanting headbands. What I'm trying to do is make as many as I can, but also encourage other sewers to give it a go. Okay, so let's go back over to the table. Just quickly trim off all the ends. These are made from 100% cotton. That's important because, like your uniform, like when we've been at work and we've got our uniform and we have to put it in the machine 90 degrees. Obviously some of these are going to have colours in them, but they should be colour fast, and you should be able to wash it for 90 degrees for infection control between shifts. So where I've been actually putting the button is 4 centimetres down the end. So the button's going to go there, and it should end up, when you put the headband on, it should end up just over your ear. That's it. So you can obviously sew the button on yourself, but my machine stitches buttons on as well. So I have to just change the foot on the machine. And then pop it in place. That's where I want my button. And then you slide the button into the button foot. Yeah, just make sure it's not going to hit the button like that. And then just do it a couple of times for extra strength. That's it. And then just okay, so that's one complete headband. I'll just trim it off. And that's it. So if any of you would like to have a go at making these, I can send you the pattern. You can private message me on Messenger and I'll help where I can, because there's lots of people wanting these. Thank you.